My husband went on a spiritual hiking retreat with his friends. No signal, no socials, just silence. Or so I thought. His Apple Watch was still synced to our account. I got his heart rate data, route logs, and, somehow, a notification from a spa in Napa Valley. I called. They said, "Mr. Langston is in a couples massage. Would you like to leave a message?" I flew there the next morning. Walked into the spa lounge. He was mid-facial, lying next to my sister. I whispered, "Namaste, huh?" And handed them both my wedding ring. He told me he needed to clear his head. Said he felt lost. That maybe a few days in nature, without phones, work, or distractions, could help him reconnect. With himself. With us. He had this whole speech ready. Said it was something his old college buddies planned, just the guys. 5 days in the redwoods up in Northern California. Some state park I'd never heard of. No signal, he said, holding up his phone. No socials. No distractions. Just breathing. Hiking. Silence. I stood in the driveway that Thursday morning and watched him drive off in his friend Kyle's gray SUV. Backpack, boots, gear in the trunk. I waved, smiled. Pretended to be okay. But something didn't sit right. He hadn't kissed me the same in months. No forehead kisses. No small touches. He slept closer to the edge of the bed every night. Still, I let it go. Maybe he was really just tired. Then I remembered something. Something small, but important. His Apple Watch. Still synced to our iCloud account. The first night, nothing. Second night, still quiet. No texts, no location pings, just like he promised. I figured they were deep in the woods. But on the third night, I woke up around 1:30 a.m. Just couldn't sleep. My chest felt tight, and I had this weird itch in the back of my mind. I reached for my iPad. Not even sure why. Habit, maybe. That's when I saw it. Heart rate data. From him. His Apple Watch was still active. Still sending data to the cloud. His heart rate was high. Spiking. Then flat. Then another spike. Again and again, every few minutes. At almost 2 in the morning. That didn't look like sleep. I checked the location logs. He wasn't in any forest. He was in Napa. At a spa resort. The next morning, I kept watching. I acted like everything was normal. I worked from home. Took a meeting. Folded laundry. But I kept checking the data. His watch showed movement, steps, calories, heart rate. No one hikes in 75-degree weather on flat ground and ends up logging 2,000 steps between pool chairs. Then, at 11:48 a.m., it happened. A notification popped up on my phone, a receipt. From Cedar Earth Spa. I opened it. Couples massage. Lavender oil upgrade. 2 glasses of champagne. 2. I stared at the screen. I wasn't surprised anymore. I was just cold. I called the spa. The woman who answered was soft-spoken, probably in her 20s. Cedar Earth Spa, this is Alicia. How may I help you? Hi, I said. Can I ask if a Mr. Langston has an appointment today? Oh yes, he's currently in a couples massage session. Would you like to leave a message for him? I hung up. Didn't cry. Didn't scream. I just booked the first flight to Napa. I didn't even bring a suitcase. I flew out with just my purse, wearing yesterday's jeans. I didn't care. I got to the spa just before noon the next day. It looked like something out of a magazine. Big glass windows. Smooth music. Air that smelled like mint and rainwater. The receptionist smiled. Hi. Do you have an appointment? I shook my head. I'm just here to check on my husband. He's here for a massage. Her smile faded. Okay, and what name? Langston. She paused. He's still in the lounge area, I believe. Let me check, no need. I saw them through the glass doors. There he was. Lying on a lounge chair. Face tilted up, mask on. Cucumber slices on his eyes. And next to him? My sister. In a matching robe. She was laughing at something he said. I walked up to them. He didn't see me right away. Neither did she. I stood right beside his chair and waited. Finally, he opened one eye. Christina? I reached into my pocket. Took off my wedding ring. I leaned in close and whispered, Namaste, huh? And I dropped the ring into his lap. He sat up slowly. Didn't even touch the ring. Just stared at me like I was a ghost. I looked at my sister. You gonna say something, Morgan? She blinked fast. Then pulled the towel tighter around her chest, like that would somehow cover the shame. It's not what you think, she said. I laughed once. Loud enough for the room to turn their heads. You're lying. You know you are. Both of you. She stood up, wobbling a little in the slippers. Christina, please, let me explain. We didn't plan this. It just happened. You happened into a couple's massage? You happened into matching robes? You happened to lie to my face while you stayed in my house last month? Morgan went pale. Yeah. I knew. She had been staying with us for a while after her lease ended. Said she needed a break. Said it helped her to be close to family. Now I realized it wasn't about me at all. It was about him. I didn't make a scene. I just turned around and walked out. Sat in my rental car. Hands on the wheel. Breathing hard. I didn't cry. Not until I hit the highway. Then I pulled over and screamed until my throat hurt. When I got back home that night, I packed up his things. Every sock. Every shirt. I put them all in black trash bags and left them by the door. He called twice. I didn't answer. Then Morgan called. I picked up. Not sure why. You have every right to hate me, she said. But please, don't cut me off forever. I don't know what I was thinking. You don't get to talk to me about what I deserve, I said. You were in my house. You used my shampoo, ate my food, cried on my shoulder about your ex. The whole time, you were sleeping with my husband. Silence. Don't ever call me again. Click. 2 days later, I found out the worst part. They weren't just sleeping together. They'd been planning to move in together. I found a forwarded email in our shared laptop. He forgot to log out. It was a lease application. For an apartment. In Santa Rosa. Under both their names. Dated before his retreat. So it wasn't a mistake. It wasn't heat of the moment. It was planned. I wanted to be the bigger person. I really did. I started therapy. I journaled. I went on long walks. I tried to let it go. But then I saw them. 3 weeks later. At the farmer's market. Holding hands. She had her sunglasses on, but I saw her glance at me. Then she turned her head away like I wasn't even there. And that was it. I didn't care about being the bigger person anymore. I wanted them to feel it. All of it. I didn't throw punches. I didn't scream in public. I got smart. First, I called our accountant. Not mine. Ours. Because while he was playing house with my sister, he forgot something big, our taxes. The ones he left in my hands for the last 3 years. The joint returns. The shared deductions. The under-the-table payments from his consulting side gigs. He begged me to help him hide them from the IRS to avoid audits. Just until we get ahead, he said. So I made one call. Reported everything. Sent them the files. And I made sure the letter went to their new address. He still had stuff under my name. Our second car. One credit card. A gym membership I never used but that he always said he needed for his sanity. I cancelled the card. Reported the car stolen, because technically, it was. Then I shut down the gym account and warned them not to charge my card again. Every bill that he lazily let me handle, I turned into a razor. He didn't even notice at first. I got a message from him a week later. Why is my card declined? Can we talk? I ignored it. The next day, Morgan messaged me, "You're being petty. Grow up." I didn't answer. 2 months later, my mom called. Said she had something to tell me. I met her at her house. She looked nervous, like she didn't want to say it. But she did. Morgan was pregnant. I felt the floor drop from under me. Are you sure? I asked. She told me herself. And you didn't think to tell me sooner? I didn't want to hurt you more, she said. But she asked if we could all be civil. She wants to have a family. My mouth went dry. A family. With my husband. My sister. And now a baby. That night, I didn't sleep. I just sat at my kitchen table, staring at my laptop. And then it hit me. Morgan used my old laptop when she lived here. Said hers was broken. Used it to job hunt, to scroll through Pinterest, to watch Netflix. She never cleared her logins. I opened it. She hadn't even changed the password to her email. And there it was. A thread. From a guy named Alex. Dozens of messages. From months back. I miss you. You sure he's the dad? You were with me the week before, don't forget. I kept reading. Morgan had been seeing him for almost a year. Even while she was staying with me. Even while she was with my husband. I printed it all. Every message. Every date. Put it in a big brown envelope. No return address. Dropped it in their mailbox. Next morning, silence. Afternoon? Still nothing. But by that night? 3 missed calls from him. A dozen texts from her. The last one said, "What the hell did you do? They say you should never go looking for revenge. They're wrong. Sometimes, you just have to be patient. Let it burn slow." The day after I sent the envelope, the calls stopped. The texts too. But I knew it hit. I checked Facebook. Morgan had removed all photos of them together. Changed her profile picture from their baby ultrasound to just a photo of a sunset. Then I got a message from an unknown number. "You win." That's all it said. I smiled. Not because I won. But because I knew that was the sound of everything they built collapsing. Turns out, he confronted her the night the letter arrived. She denied it. At first. Then he showed her the printouts. She broke down. Admitted Alex might be the father. Said she was scared. Said she didn't mean to hurt him. Same lines she probably fed me. He didn't take it well. He moved out that night. My mom told me he showed up at her place looking like hell. Asked to stay for a few nights. She turned him away. For once, she had my back. Morgan? She messaged me a week later. Told me she lost the baby. I didn't answer. Because I didn't believe it. Because I didn't care. I wish I could say I came out clean. But I didn't. The IRS opened an audit. He dragged me into it. Said I handled the filings. Said I knew about the deductions. Which was true. So I got hit with penalties too. Not as much as him. But enough to hurt. I lost money. I lost time. I lost part of myself. But what I gained was peace. Real peace. I sold the house. Moved to Denver. Started fresh. Took a job I actually liked. Went to therapy twice a week. Learned how to be alone again. Sometimes I still check their socials. Morgan lives alone now. No baby. No boyfriend. He filed for bankruptcy. The IRS didn't go easy on him. And me? I'm okay. Not perfect. Not whole. But okay. One time, someone asked if I regretted the revenge. No, I said. I just regret not doing it sooner.